know. I mean, they must know because they're probably
All
following
right,
you on
so
Twitter. I mean, you can't even pay
I'm on
attention for
Twitter,
60 seconds.
and
You're a terrible
she beasted
interviewer.
him, and hope Harry does it again.
Well, but
Okay,
that's not
so
my
I'm
problem.
on Twitter,
This is your show. You have to pay.
and I'm looking at all of the trends. Prince of Pegging. I was never sure what that meant. Prince of Pegging. Somebody call. Prince Harry versus MGN. Chelsea Davy. Prince Harry's right. Go Harry. Piers Morgan is okay. So Piers Morgan is a liar. So I was looking at Piers Morgan is a liar. We love you, Harry and Meghan. Toxic British press. I mean, phone hacking. It's just all everybody is talking about.
To the guests that you
Is
invited on the show.
Interesting enough.
Yeah, they listen. It doesn't matter how interesting I am. You signed up for this job. Well, maybe that's why your job is coming to an end.
Wow.
Well, let me.
Don't want to cross you, do we?
Is the
I don't know. Do you?
the phone hacking case, and so I was wondering, as I head for my, to bring this day to a close, way past my bedtime kind of thing. I was wondering whether Harry is going to sue Piers Morgan. No, that's not a question. I mean, he is suing Piers Morgan, but is he really going to sock it to Piers Morgan? Is he going to go for the jugular here? Because I know Piers was in a top position at the Mirror or whatever it was at the time when this phone hacking scandal was at its height. And when you consider the fact that Piers Morgan is alleged to have been involved in basically unlawful information gathering of the personal and private information of individuals in the British society. Apparently, it's against the law to engage in phone hacking and things like that. I mean, if in fact it's true that Piers was involved, and now that we've got an apology from the Mirror, whether Harry could bring additional charges against Piers, including criminal charges, or whether this will just be a civil case that he sort of, just uses to make a point of, a general point, about the media being corrupt and it needing to stop being so toxic. Because when you consider the fact that, if indeed Piers was involved in this phone hacking, it means that he's not really the type of journalist who was inclined to play by the rules anyway. I mean, I never, I don't really know Piers. I'm only now paying attention to him because of the relentlessness with which he pursued Meghan for the past 5 years. And so that sort of, made me aware of his existence. Prior to that, I really just had no idea. And, I couldn't really fathom or analyze, like, what is his modus operandi? Why is he doing this? Is it his morality? Is it that he thinks that Meghan is basically immoral and he sees himself as moral, which is why he has been so relentless with her for 5 years? I mean, I don't really know, but now that it's been disclosed or divulged that Piers was involved, allegedly anyway, in unlawful journalistic practices in the not so distant past, it does put a different spin on his motivations for how he has been so relentless with Meghan. I mean, it says that it's not that this man is moral or any more moral than the rest of us, is that he potentially is a man who is a bit corrupt, isn't he? And his motivation for harassing Meghan the way he has are less than honorable. It suggests, I mean, I don't know, it's a question. If in fact that's the case, you have to wonder, what does Harry plan to do about it? I mean, does Harry plan to, just get, $100,000 from this guy? Or does Harry plan to go further? Or what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems that if indeed Piers was involved with, journalistic practices that were against the law, it would seem that Harry might have a basis to bring him to justice, to bring him before the courts, to get him to change in some way, certainly, if nothing else, hopefully to stop harassing Meghan, because maybe they can cut some kind of deal, in exchange for waiving something. He stops harassing Meghan on international television. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, it's very interesting that Piers is a liar is trending, So yeah. Well, anyway, I want to go to sleep because I've had enough of today. So this is Princess Diana's brother. So I guess, talk to you in the next one, right? Talk to you in the next one. And let me know your thoughts about how should Harry proceed with Piers. What should he do with him, in your opinion?